Hi, I'm not yet dead, and welcome to Baltic Sea. So, yeah, this is a new map. It's only just come out in the last couple of days on the mod hub, and it's another map from Red Coinstus. And if you've already been watching my Altenstein series, it's the same man who created that, and I actually just out of curiosity downloaded it and just have a quick look. And I liked it so much, I thought I'd try and have a bit of a sort of tour video, you know, sort of first look, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so here we are in the yard. It's still Germany, same as Altenstein, which is actually why I thought I wouldn't be interested in this, but it's just brilliant. It's such a good map. So yeah, so I took a look around and it's just great. So I'm already and ahhing whether I want to do a series on here, but we'll see. Anyway, let's not worry about that. So we'll just take a tour around. You start in the same way with, actually we should look at the map first. Quite a number of fields, as you can see. It's Baltic Sea, so it's coastal. And you start off with a lot of fields. Actually, I think I counted 8 in total. A couple of those are grass. But yeah, so field 6, 5 and 4, 11 and 18, field 22, field 33 and field 40 and field 1. It's quite a lot of fields, but there are a lot of fields on this map. I haven't actually looked. 52, is that the highest? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, there's a lot of fields, lots of different sizes, and then it's actually quite a big map. It doesn't look it, but it really is quite large. So yeah, so we start on the farm. Cows, pigs, sheep and chickens. So let's go and explore a little bit around here, and then we'll grab one of the tractors and we'll see what else there is. So I recognise a lot of them. I mean, a lot of this is similar to what's on Altenstein, so that's a similar sort of setup. The sort of triple height, triple space barn. Here's the cows. Sneak in, shut the gate. So yeah, this is the cow pasture. And there's an interesting thing up here I noticed. I think this is one of the feeding areas for the cows, and it's quite unusual. I've not seen something like that before, so that's quite good. There is another one as well. Sorry, cows. Lots of flowers. It's all very pretty and very bright. These don't look like they're real hay bales, straw bales rather, should I say. Jump the fence. Yeah, your manure comes out there, but this is your sort of cattle shed. So there's actually, you can come in this side, just on the fence again. So there's look like where the straw goes. And you also, amazingly enough, you actually start with a feeding wagon. I suppose you should look at the kit equipment you start with. It's quite extensive, which as it was on Altenstein actually. But yeah, so I'm assuming this might be another feeding area, though it's not obvious. So I'm not sure. But yeah, if we come out this way, I did wonder when I saw this if it was one you had to clear out yourself, but it doesn't look like it because there's already a little bit of manure in there. So yeah, so that's the cows pretty much. And then if we come down this way, what's that? Anything? Was that slurry? Okay, interesting. Yep. So there's a slurry spreader there. There's the sort of main slurry pit, if you like. I suppose if I put the help menu on a second, so that's definitely one slurry. Is this one as well? No, okay, it just looks like one. So there's a tedder. I believe these are real silage bales. It says that, you know, sort of it picks them up as objects, so looks like it. So that's sort of the cows. There's lots of stuff all over the place, makes it look really lived in. Got a fence and a baler in there. Sorry, I'm whizzing around a little bit too fast. Try and slow down. That's the other end of the cow shed. So there's your sort of fertiliser refill point with the Bradal fertiliser spreader. Here's your seed refill point. You start with, is that the Vaderstadt? Yeah. And then the Amazon. So I think this is the ED 3000. I'm pretty sure that's one for you know, your corn and sunflower seeds, as opposed to that one which just takes all the others. And then you start with the Rostel Mash combine, which is quite good because I don't think I've ever used that before, so it's quite nice to start that. And the header trailer, a few little bays, lots of nice storage. The cultivator, it's a pretty standard cultivator, I forget what that one is. Let's just have a quick look in the garage actually. So you start with a whole load of tractors. So you've got the small stayer multi, the Zetor Proxima and the Zetor Forterra, so good number of tractors. We'll see them in a minute. The Proxima's got front loader, as does this Fendt. So yeah, 4 tractors is a really good start. All the usual buckets and spikes and things. So yeah, the Rostel Mash Across. You start not only with the normal, the wheat barley header, but you also start with the corn header and a trailer. You start with the Grimmy FT300 and the Rootster for sugar beet, which is quite something. The Brantner trailer, which is pretty standard, but you also start with an AgroLiner, which is really good. There you go, the Horse Tirano, that's the cultivator, the Amazon K-Ron plough, the Amazon ED3000, so that was sunflower, soybean, corn and sugar beet, and then the Vederstadt Rapid, the Bradar we saw already, the Garant slurry spreader, the FarmTech manure spreader as well, which again I think you started with both those on Ornstein, a couple of weights, Pottinger side mower and a Pottinger front mower, so that's a really good combination, the Fanex Tedder, the Kuhn windrower, and the Pottinger small Pottinger loading wagon, and the New Holland roll belt, and the Joskin Aquatrans, and the Silo King Trodeline Duo. So you really start with an awful lot of equipment, which is quite something. So over here we've got your fuel and your workshop for your vehicles. Oh yeah, so the chickens, I don't know if that's where the eggs appear, but there's a little sort of chicken shed in there. I'm assuming it might be, given otherwise they're all around the yard. You'd squash your eggs as you drive around. Just go through here. So that's the unload point for the silo. And I love there's a few entrances and exits in and out of the yard across this little stream. It's really good. That's the unload point for the silo. Let's just come around here. So the Rootster is in here. We could just open that door. Park nice and neatly. And again, saw this on the Ornstein map as well. This old combine was in a couple of places, but yeah, so there's one of those. And in there, I think, yeah, that's the corn header. And again, I don't think these bales are real. Oh no, those ones are. So you do start with some straw. That's very good. Yeah, so there's the corn header. Right, what else have we got? Oh yes, because I didn't find this earlier when I had a little quick look around. Lots of storage again, lots of nice little spaces to store things. So there's the Euroboss. Oh, so are these real bales as well? They are brilliant. That's actually really good. I was umming and ahhing about right, this is where your wool pallets spawn. Okay, so this obviously must be the sheep pasture then. They're not sure where the sort of buy-sell point for the animals is for the sheep. I'll be down here at the gate. Look, just a quick run down here. So there's their water trough. Yeah, so that'll be the sheep. Animal dialogue box, a few echinacea there. That was the water trough, so I'm assuming the feed trough is up here somewhere. Haven't seen it yet, or is it in the field maybe? Not sure on that one. If you find it, leave a comment, let us know. Oh, being silly, of course, it's here. That's the feed trough, great, because of course that's the cleanup area. Okay, so that's the sheep. And again, same as Altenstein, you start with cows and pigs. So this is the pig pen. Which is why I was wondering about the straw and things like that, because, you know, if you started with seasons on this map, and you start with animals, and it is seasons ready, it's really helpful to have some bales. And if I did do this map, I would do it with seasons on, so... Yep, so that's obviously the feed area, presumably also the straw drop point for the pigs. Here's the pig manure area. And over here, so that's the manure spreader. Again, nice big storage space and a nice yard. So I mean, if you wanted to, you could even put some more buildings up here for a bit more storage. There's another gate entrance that way. Plough. So much to see and do. It's an amazing map, it really is. Slight variation on that sort of 3 height storage, and a really nice one. It's really wide, lots of space. I think that's it around here, because I think, yep, so over here is field 1, so one of the fields you start with. So what we'll do is we'll very quickly run along here on the edge of field 1, pigs on the right again. If we just run up, literally I'm running, I do like this sort of derelict, I don't know, barn shelter in the sheep field. It's really good. There's a few of these dead trees around the map which are really effective actually. And then yeah, this is the top end of it's an amazing farm space, absolutely huge. So yet more storage. Guessing those won't be real bales. Oh, more storage in here. I didn't look at this. Wow. I'm assuming these doors open. Do they? No, these ones don't open, but they look really good. Oh, and a silo. Oh, great. Look at that. Slightly different design as well. That's always nice to have something a little bit different. I'd say here's the agroliner and the windrower. And again, more barn space, storage space, vehicle space, whatever you want to use it for. They're clearly not real. Not real, you know what I mean, usable. Okay, so there are the mowers. So you've got the rear side mower and the front mower. Again, more storage, really, really good. Right, so here we are at field 6. So again, it's one of our fields, so actually we can just jump through here. So it's interesting that this is marked as a field. Ah, no, okay, so field 5 is a grass field. It's just not obvious because it's all grass, so this is field 5, okay, so that's a grass field. And that's an interesting thing. The one thing you do notice actually is there's, oops, wrong one. We take that off now, can't we? Is there's not a lot of just grass areas that I've seen at least. But then you do start out with a few grass fields. So field 14, field 5 and field 18 are all grass fields. So it's not to say they have to stay grass fields, of course, if you find enough grass elsewhere. But that's field 4 on the left. Right. Let's get a tractor and take yet more storage. Yet more storage. Wow. Scarecrow already in. Great. I've downloaded that mod. I have never used it. It's quite funny. But you need to get tractor out. So let's open this door, gate. I'll leave it open because all the animals are away. Right, what should we take? Well, we'll take the stair. So the other thing that's nice about this is they're all tractors that I haven't used before, which is it's very tempting. I haven't used the Rostel Mash either, so interested in doing this. So try and figure out some sort of route, because you kind of start in the middle of the map. Let's go right. We'll go over to the shop, the garden centre and the sawmill, and then take it from there. I may cut bits as we drive around just because of the size of this map. I'll come out the cab actually so that you can really see. There's yet another bridge over, and that one goes into a field. That's field 1, so that's ours as well. It's quite an interesting shaped field actually. So there's lots of water points, lots of water. Only about it's coastal, so there's actually that's interesting. So there's another sort of shed in there. Yeah, it's coastal, so there's lots of sort of flooded areas and things like that. Should have a quick look at field prices actually. €6.29 hectares, 509,000 euros. Doesn't sound too bad actually, but it's yeah, it's probably about average, I guess. Oh, here's one of the grass fields. Yeah, they don't seem too bad, and they are quite big fields. So I say it's may not look it from the map, but it is a big map. Oh, of course, new map, auto engine starters on. Right. So yeah, like I said, there's lots of these water courses running around the map, which is quite nice. Actually, there are some open grass areas, and actually, yeah, this is the thing. Look on the map, they don't look that big. Drive past them, they are huge. So, where are we going? Well, there's the fuel station. This is great, isn't it? Goodness me, look at that. Very old fuel station. Is it safe? Ooh. Now that's interesting. I'm no expert. But that's Russian. So maybe it's not a German map. Okay. There are loads of countries based around the Baltic Sea. It could be any number. And again, if he's gone for that you know, older feel, I suppose at the time even more of them would have been Russian, or part of the Soviet state anyway. Right, so yeah, not sure, maybe it's not Germany. What's that little question mark for? What have we got here? Ah, well yeah, we knew that. There's the egg symbol, yep. And I think this is the store. Yeah, it is. And again, yeah, definitely not German. Yeah, interesting. And there's the modification point at the side, and wow. Anyway, take too long if I look and stare at every strange and interesting thing. That's an unusual little building on the edge there. Okay. Right, okay, so we'll go up that road. Oop, we've got a couple of sell points, so worth carrying on. There's the edge of the map. So this is, if I'm not much mistaken, yeah, this is the garden centre. Wow, heck of a garden centre. So you've got, yeah, it's like seed and fertiliser refill points. Got your silo. Oh, manure sell point. So there's probably a slurry sell point. Yes, there is. The size of that field next to us. And according to the map, that's a pretty small field, but yeah, I mean, it's not huge, but it's big. I suppose it's because I've been playing an orange time. Is that another fertiliser? One will be liquid, one will be... Actually, that one's the fertiliser one, the other one's the seed one. That'll be it. Okay, so we go this way. Doesn't matter the mud, it looks like quite a few people have cut that corner. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. So is that a purchasable? Looks like it. So purchasable sort of hard standing area to put new buildings and stuff on. That's interesting. That's number 53. Oh, it's 53, not 52. There you go. Across the railway lines. Unfortunately, there isn't a railway, but this looks brilliant. And up to the sawmill, which is just here. Again, in the same way there is on Ochstein, there are what appear to be fields beyond that aren't numbered, but they're just beyond the edge of the map, which is it's a nice feature. It gives it that sense of continuity. Okay, so you've got one of these. That looks like wood. Presumably there's a wood chip sell point somewhere. Ah, one on one side, one on the other, I'm assuming, in fact. So that'll be wood chips. The on the other side would be for the logs, because... Ooh. Or maybe both of those are logs and this one's wood chip. Not sure. If you figured that out, let me know. We'll find out if I start playing on it, that's for sure. So I think heading out towards the coast. I think there's another sell point up here. There is. This is the bakery. So some different names on here. It's nice to see sell points with different names. This is the bakery. It's a very big bakery. Like that. Wowzers. So yeah, there's the bakery sell point. And there we'll just do a bit of a drive through and keep going. Okay, it's on the railway lines. Pity there's no trains. That would be a really good feature. Lots of wood, trees. That did say there were 2 forest areas. I'm wondering if perhaps that's one of the... Oh, we're at the edge of the map. Okay. Right, so we could do with... Now there's a road off the left here, so I'm going to drive along a bit, might cut a little bit of this out. And I'll see you again shortly. So we've come along the edge of field 51 and we're on the corner now with field 53 and 52. I did just want to show this. This is brilliant. So there's a little, and these, they're not quite so bumpy as they were in Ornstein, but this is I do love these sort of, you know, partially enclosed rough tracks. They look really good with the grass up the middle and, yeah. But yeah, so if we come up here, I think, yeah, there's a sort of up and over thing. So this actually takes us back into the yard, but there's a road going over the top, which I think looks really good. Can we get to that easily from here? I'm not sure we can. I suppose we could just cheat, can we? Let's do that. Let's get up here. And we're back over the top. Again, why those dead trees? But it's the scale of this map is just huge. Yes, there's another sort of wooded area there. That looks really good. And actually, we go along here. That meets with the road that we were on previously. So where are we going now? Oh, okay, fine. So we'll head over towards the village green elevator, taking some of the fields on the way. Looks to me like actually, bear with me a second. We'll go this way. These narrow little lanes are brilliant. It's quite flat, but it's sort of undulating flat, so it's not. It doesn't feel dull and uninteresting. And given it's coastal, it's not that surprising that it would be, really. So yeah, it's this. Yeah, so this is one of the forest areas. Oh, that's an interesting building. Look at that. Eee. Oh yeah, definitely forest. Wow. Not huge compared to the scale of some, but you know, big enough. It's a bit of intersections. You can always cut some down, replant some, do the next section, move on. Yeah, plenty of trees in here. That's really good. Which reminds me, actually, I haven't really looked at prices. So you start off with a fair amount of crops, no roots. Yeah, so the prices, they look about average. They don't seem overly generous, though it looks like there's quite variation. I suppose the potato prices aren't too bad. What else? Yeah, they're about average. Okay, just wondered. Little patch of standing stones here, that's really good. Nice little feature. Right, so we've kind of sort of missed off that corner, so there's fields all around that corner. You can see the purchase and contracting symbols. So this is the village grain elevator. Because I think there's another grain elevator, so we sort of distinguish them out. So there's no sort of major, I don't think, sort of, yeah, village of two houses by the look of it. Sosnovska-ish in style. I've never actually played on Sosnovska, I had a drive around it, but oh, is that that's the barn, is it? Yeah, that's the barn, okay. So yeah, and I'm not going to drive every road and look at everything, but I just thought I'd cover the sell points and things. You can always have an explore yourself, and I would. It's a really interesting map just to drive around. To get a desalination point to make sure we can get free water. Though actually a lot of these streams will probably be salt water anyway, would they? So what's down here? Not sure what those little water things are supposed to be. I'm not sure what that would be. Oh, there's crops over there. Oh, Alright, let me see. Yeah, it's a tiny little field of potatoes. I'm not sure if you can get into it. I wonder if there are a few of those that I've not seen yet. There might be. Yes. There's a little patch with crops in there. That's got wheat in it. That was something on Altenstein as well, was that sometimes if you look carefully there'd be little unowned patches of crop. There aren't many by the looks of it, but yeah, I'm not sure what those water things are supposed to be. So we are now at the grain elevator. Oh, as opposed to the village grain elevator. They're right next to each other. Strange. Okay. Anyway, another sell point with two okay. Grain elevator. Now there's an interesting thing. I'm not sure why there are two sell points here. Clearly one's for selling stuff and taking it across the sea. But I'm not sure what the prices are different between them or something. That's interesting. Well, not sure. That one we'd have to try out. We have to try out while you're playing it. There's one of our fields to see. So this is field 25, just next to us. That's quite a small field. Quite a small field. Right, so we're taking the McLean biogas plant and the spinnery and the vegetable warehouse. Right, so here we are at the biogas plant. Drive over the weighbridge. Oh, it comes on. Brilliant. I love those. Interesting. Do these? I'm assuming these don't open, right? No. Okay. Just wondered. So lots of tyres. So a couple of silos and a couple of. Actually, that's quite good, isn't it? So you've got a couple of ways you can run up and down so that you can get easily from to each end. Yep. So two silos. Bunker silos. More storage. Quite good. Might keep a wheel loader or whatever else down here. And then somewhere. Oh yes, there it is. Look. So there's your sell point with a ramp, and close enough you could easily do it with conveyors if you wanted to, or you can put it in a trailer and tip it in. Looks like quite easily. And then over here is the digestate tank, I'm assuming. Good. So yeah, we're not going to quite do a total tour of everything, but like I said, it's a big old map and worth an explore. we'll just sort of do a loop, taking all the sell points, nearly done. Spinnery and vegetable warehouse. Try and find a cut through back up to the farm. I'll keep doing that. Oh, indicator's still on, sorry. Some struggle to keep this in a straight line on the road. Oh, breaking the speed limit. Toro in a rush. Oh, this is interesting, isn't it? It's a floodgate, I suppose, isn't it? Can't quite see into it. Anyway. It's another little feature. Right, so here... spinnery, right. So that's the spinnery, I think. Pretty sure. And then... so it looks like the animal dealer's here. Ah, so that's this then. So this must be the animal dealer. So if I just quickly... yep, open animal dialogue. Pretty normal prices. Not sure what that's for. Oh, is that the vegetable warehouse? Yeah, it must be. Okay. Yep. And that was the last sell point, I think. I think we covered everything. So yeah, a bit of a different feel. Oh, sorry, causing a blockage. You can overtake, you know, it's alright. Actually, that would have been a good way back to the farm, wouldn't it? Some roadworks up here. Could always get yourself the lead bear excavator and fill up the hole and do a bit of role play, digging it all out. Look at that, broken pipe. Huh, that's really good. Right, I'm just going to actually turn around here. They have priority apparently. Okay. We'll head on back to the farm. Then we've done a good loop. A few more trees. And one of these tracks. Oh, wildlife area. Nice. Better not put the trees down in here then. That wouldn't go down well, would it? Should I really be driving a tractor through a wildlife area? Again, yeah, just so much. Fields packed in all over. 33, yeah, so this is one of the starting fields as well. Again, it's not huge, but over there is field 40, so that's your starting one of your starting grass fields. I think when I was going through the fields I did miss one actually, because you own field 8 as well. So yeah, you don't have to start with a lot of fields, which is good, because you also start with a lot of equipment, so it's really something. Okay. Actually, I was curious. Is there a gate? Yes, there is. Okay, there is a gate there. I wasn't sure. Back into the farm. And here we are. So yeah, that was it really. I just thought it worth having a look round in case you've not had a chance to look at this yet. I'd download it, have a look, see if you like it or not. I think this is a really interesting map. Actually, I rather like it. So we'll see. Yeah. Oh, it's going to make choosing the next map really difficult, but I'll add it to the list, see where we come out. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, give us a like, feel free to subscribe. We need to start building up the subscriber base, and you know, share it, whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.